I think I was just about your age when I discovered Ogden Nash, and once I got started, I couldn't stop. So we'll have to talk about this later. The next reader is David Kopp. Are you David? Yes. David read before at one of our poetry readings, so it's really nice to have you back.
Earlier in the day, I lectured, and Gajendra was with me, on South Asia during the period of the golden age of Islam, the Mughals. We talked about the Mughals, and one subject was the Taj Mahal. And this poem is on the Taj Mahal, a visit to a martyr's tomb, done in 1980. I was in India on a Guggenheim grant when I took my kids to their first visit of India's most popular historical monument, the Taj Mahal. Though I had been to the Taj twice before, I never thought about a poetic effort to assess it historically until after the visit with my son and daughter. It is said Shah Jahan never ceased to love his wife, in death as in life. So he erected the Taj Mahal as a lasting tribute to his eternal beloved. But did not the wife of Shah Jahan die a martyr's death? Here was a woman who gave birth 14 times in 15 years of wedded bliss. Death may have come to her as a lover also. Was not the promise of heaven as a sweet, aromatic paradise still one more seduction? Death may also have come to her as a father to seal again her virginal flower. What finer choice than white marble to restore the state of the unmolested virgin? How the marble shines in the noonday sun. I have been a frequent visitor of the Taj when the moon is full and the dome, bathed in a flood of light, rises above the dusty mist. Now husband and wife lie together, and tourists flock from all corners of the earth to pay homage to the Mughal couple. Thank you. I guess I have time for one or two more, perhaps. This is images from hiking on Signal Mountain on the Irish West Coast. This was in 1994. These impressions are from one of my many hiking trips, which had taken me to different parts of the world. Only recently have I tried to record these journeys in some poetic form. Shades of green in the distance resemble a waterfall of liquid earth rolling down the mountainside. Climbers walking the world follow sheep-dipped trails that weave sideways or rise abruptly in the steep and narrow grass lanes. The hikers stir the sheep out of their complacent inertia and send them into retreat to the man-made walls of rock. Dark, barren cliffs, too often hidden in the impenetrable Irish mist, are today clear and bright islands in the sun. No shadows streak across the hilly slopes. The sky is cloudless, the ocean still, and the sounds of the seagulls are a pleasant music. arousing a delicious serenity that we feel when all is right with the world. Then a place that we've all visited so we can all commiserate. April in Paris, we've all gone through that. This was in 1963. We all return to Paris sooner or later and bemoan our spent youth. Seeing Paris the first time is like a first reading of Thomas Wolfe. To the young mind of the incurable romantic, each cafe is a concert hall of conversational chamber music, and the intimacy is brilliant but cozy. Then I walked the narrow streets of the left bank, imagining myself brushing against Hemingway, Stein, or Fitzgerald. After April at Luxembourg, the flowers are in bloom, and it is easy to ignore the black grime of the Louvre. The first time I was a soldier on leave in Paris, and each exploit in Pigalle was an explosion of sensual fantasy. Except for an enchanting dinner at La Perouse, the gourmet within was of little import. It was far better to devour a sunset from the bridge on the Seine, or a weird splash of colors on a canvas. Now Paris and I have both changed. It is the omelet's taste and not the sights and smells about the cafe which excite me. And in the cafes where once Sartre expounded truth, the fat people now repose. Paris this April is an extension of March. Chicago's wind and London's damp are inescapable. Once I avoided drunken brawls on Place Pigalle, but today I creep about in a herd of onlookers. Where are the sounds today of white musicians playing black jazz? There are more galleries, but fewer artists. Then and now, thank the Lord, there is Notre Dame, where I find peace in a dark corner, surrounded by a world of Gothic rapture. Thank you.
Thank